What's up guys, Card Protagonist here, and today I will be doing a deck profile on the Katana World Blade Beast deck with the brand new cards from XBT-03, Overturn, Thunder, Empire. So the brand new set has gotten some neat Katana World cards and actually have given us some defensive cards which help boost Katana World to reach higher tiers. So today I will be doing a review on the Blade Beast deck, and we've gotten some nice support. Overall, I say that they actually given support in the previous set, but I have not touched on them. But today I will be introducing them to you. So the overall winning image of the deck has slightly changed. From what I've seen with the cards from the newer sets, I can tell that they're actually trying to go for a more size 3 base decks, such as Murasame. You can see from his or her skill, she's a size 0 and she is really powerful because she is one card that can enable you to like swap swords and attack, and I'll be explaining that. So yeah, Katana World has gotten some really awesome cards such as Shadow Stitching, which help Katana World fight against the most fearsome of units such as Buds and Overturn, especially Buds because Buds is running rampage in the competitive scene. So this deck will actually do exceptionally well, similar to the results from Ninja deck, because the reason why Ninja could keep up with the Thunder Empire deck was because of the Shadow Stitching cards. Katana World seemed to be one of those worlds that have the best control cards in the game. So yeah, so I really enjoy using this deck, and it is really fun to use. So let's get started with the deck profile. Alright, so for the first monster, we have this card. She is from XBT-01, but finally we can introduce her. This is a size 3 monster. So from cards like these, you could actually see that Bushido is actually going towards more of a size 3 Blade Beast deck. So she has a really outstanding 7k attack, 1 critical, and 4k defense. Her core cost is put the top card of the deck into this card so and pay 2 gauge. So the cost of 2 gauge, you have a very tanky and nice monster. Activate once per turn. You may discard a Japanese blade from your hand. If you do, put the top card of the deck into the gauge and draw one card. So basically you can charge and draw. This can only be used once per turn. Alright. And if you have 3 or more different Japanese blades in the drop zone, this card gains 1 additional critical and move, which is really easy. Back then, Japanese blade require you to have at least 4 or more in the drop zone to actually do stuff, but she is really easy to fulfill, since her first activate ability allows you to ditch Japanese blade monster into the drop zone so that you can trigger her abilities. So she is really consistent and really good, and she has a double attack as well. So she's not only very tanky, she's also good. She can also hit really hard because she has double attack, and she has move ability. One thing that this deck reminds me of is the Thunder Knights deck, which has a lot of move. It is really rare to see the move keyword nowadays. I realize that most of the decks nowadays is like either you go Gao formation or you play triple formation. There are rarely cards that can move. So this deck is similar to Thunder Knights. If you guys enjoy the Thunder Knight playstyle, this deck is for you. And yeah, she gets additional crit, so she's swinging for 2 times 2, so that's 4 crits. That's great. And she has Soul Guard, so she can usually protect me. I usually use her in my first... I usually use one of these cats on my first turn play because they have the Soul Guard, which actually protects you. And this meta is really crazy with attacks, so you gotta protect your life, otherwise you're dead. So yeah. So why is she good? So from what I see, I'm actually thinking on how I could add in this size 0 monster, and they are not... And they actually have some really decent size 3s in the deck. So I actually just try to match up size 3, go for Gao formation size 3, and you can use her to protect your life. So it's great. And her actual skill is really good because it helps you generate advantage and drop stuff into your drop zone. Since a lot of the Japanese blade monsters require you to have some form of condition, such as different numbers of blade beasts, different blade beasts in drop zone. So she's a 4 copy of, a 4 off. Now if you want to use her as buddy, it's fine. For my buddy, I use Wolf Guy because she's the coolest dude. Alright, so next up, another size 3 play is 2 copies of Blade Beast of Guillotine Oden. So Oden is a very cute dog. So she is core cost 2 gauge. When this card enters the field, if you have 5 or more different Japanese blades in a drop zone, destroy a card on your opponent's field. This card is actually really good because when you, let's say you're going second, it is really easy to get multiple copy of Blade Beast right now because of some of the newer cards I play. So she enters the field, can pop 1 card on the field. Could be an item, could be a monster, or even set spells if you have to. Alright, at the end of the battle with this card attack, if you have 2 or more different Japanese blade, pretty much guaranteed. this card has a double attack. So she is a size 3 double attacker that enter fuse destroy 1. So she's a pretty good monster. And she has the move ability to protect you. And she has really good stats as well. 7, 2, 6. Pretty nice for a 2 gauge monster, size 3. Yeah, and she looks adorable. So there's 2 copies. Alright, next up is the bottom monster. Monechika, that's how I remember him. So he has exceptionally good stats for a size 2 monster. He is 521 crits. So he's a very glass cannon monster, low defense with high attack. And core cost 1 gauge, 1 life. If you have 2 or more Japanese blades in drop zone, this guy gains additional crit. So he's basically a 3 crit monster because you will always have Japanese blades in drop zone. Alright, at the end of the battle, this card attack. If you have 5 or more different Japanese blades in drop zone, this guy gains double attack. And yeah, usually I won't use him for first turn. I only use him for going for the kill. He's a double attacking size 3 crit monster, which is amazing. And he has move and penetrate. Just in case you need a bit of tankiness, he can actually move to center to protect your life. So he's a really loyal doggo, and he's amazing. His art just looks so good. Now, one thing about this deck is the artwork on these Japanese blade beasts are just beautiful. I can't wait to see more Japanese blade beasts. I'm sure there will be more because they start to support more in the recent sets. And if you guys didn't notice, that this is the only few Katana World decks that actually play the Gao formation with the move mechanic. Yeah, I think only Assassins does that, but yeah, this is a more direct, straightforward combat deck. So yeah, he also has Penetrate, so it's great against war decks as well. Alright, so 4 copies of Tiger, Blade Beast of Phantasm, Onimaru. Onimaru is really good. Back then, he's already one of my choice to use because entering the field, he has instantly 2 souls. So if you are gonna go first, you could actually just call him, get the 2 soul inside, and just attack your weapon. Don't rest him so that you lose a soul. Move him to center and just tank it up because it is so good. The 3 life for 1 gauge is just simply amazing, and he has 3 critical as well, which is amazing. If you guys didn't know, right, most of these cards are based on like this. Like you guys see, Onimaru is based on this sword. So this is like their persona, we call it. So this is like his spirit and his sword. You guys can see the artwork. He's wielding that sword. As for our beautiful princess, she is based on this sword, the dual wielding sword, which is really cool as well. Okay. So yeah, Onimaru, really good card. I play for perfect for first turns. Even if you're going for not going first, he also dishes out 3 crits, which is great. Move and soul guard. At the end of the turn, if this card's at rest, destroy this card. So this is why he has multiple cards in the soul, so that he won't get destroyed so easily. And finally, the brand new card from the set, White Dew Blade Beast Murasame Maru. She is based on this water sword, Murasame. If you can see, her effects are similar. So what she does is, when this card attacks, choose a Japanese blade item from your drop zone and pay 1 life. You do equip the chosen card by paying its quick cost. So it's amazing because first up, you attack with your weapon you already equipped, attack with her. From your drop zone, re-equip item, it's standing position, then attack 1 more time. So she gives you additional attacks. She basically gives your weapon double attack. So that's why I really like her. However, at the end of turn, destroy her. Doesn't matter because most of the time, if you perform that combo, you might win the game because there's a lot of attacks. That's above 10 crits in total, I counted. Alright, now it's time for spells. For the first spell, we play 4 copies of Banquet of the Unrighteous. This card is so important. This is definitely I think it's a must play right now because of the fact that most of the effect triggers based on your drop zone. So dumping stuff in drop zone is actually a plus for you. So this card has 2 skills. The first skill is look at the top 3 cards of the deck and put up to 1 monster among them to your hand and rest it to the drop zone. So it helps fill up your drop zone for some Japanese blades and fetch you 1 free monster to your hand. Really good. It's basically like a mini searcher. Daryl Burke, you guys know. Second ability, put a card from your drop zone into face down to the soul of a monster. So it's great also. Another ability that can help your kitty cat. So she have 1 soul. Use this card, you can gain another soul. So your kitty cat can tank for more attacks. So yeah, that's great. Mostly there for consistency and helping down the drop zone for more stuff. Very good card, definitely. And Katana, one of the best, I won't say the best Katana, it is the best defensive card in the game right now. Shadow Stitching. You may only cast this card if your opponent by doing attack by your opponent's monster. Pay 1 gauge, nullify the attack, then choose the opponent monster, and for a turn the card cannot stand. So imagine this: your opponent attack with Bats, or you're gonna use you're gonna get your triple attack thingy. Nope. Basically, when you rest him, he won't be able to resend a whole turn. Double attack, and any overturn resending abilities are nullified, becomes 0. So a very good card in the meta right now, and just great against multi-attack decks in general, which is very common. Next is 4 copies of Snake Gaze, classic OG good rest cards. Resting is so good because once you rest opponent's monster, they won't be able to perform double attack. So 1 life for 1 resting card. This card used to be so broken. The reason why Oni Assassin was so good is because Katana World had access to this amazing card. And this is just an upgraded form of it. Much more terrifying. And another awesome card. This card is so good. Okay, counter, choose a Japanese blade on the field. During a turn that card will be destroyed, it remains on the field instead. So think about this. You have her on the field. You attack with I don't know, some double attacking, triple attacking thing. You attack her, you cast this on her, and she basically gains counter attack, and she won't be destroyed. And her counter attack 7000 most likely is going to run over and counter and destroy any of the monsters. So the counter attack stays for this whole turn, so she basically gains a counter attack for a whole turn. So whenever you try to destroy her again, she'll just okay, I lose a soul, counter attack back. So it's great, especially with the cats, either her or him. Any card the Soul Guard, especially with the double soul, is so good. Basically it's like a nullify with a counter attack with her, minus opponent's advantage. Great. It's exclusive to Japanese Blade, so you won't be able to play it any other Katana World decks. Alright, next we play 3 copies of Clear Serenity, basic gauge adder. So charge 3 gauge, counter ability, so that in case you need the gauge during opponent's turn. 2 copies of Raiton. Raiton is another gauge adder. Just in case you want extra gauge, you can, if you cast this card when you're 5 life or less, you charge 4 gauge, which is a hyper energy with counter. This is great. Alright, let's go to weapons. The weapons, I've made a really interesting discovery. So basically this card, I have actually carried this card with my old ninja deck, but I found this card to be really amazing in this deck. Alright, first up, this card has an errata. This is actually considered Japanese Blade. In the Japan, they actually rename it. So just ignore this. You can use this in Japanese Blades, and it's considered Japanese Blade card. Alright, the reason why I use this card is because it synergizes so well with her. Alright, once per turn, you will be able to discard 1 Japanese Blade from your hand. So basically, this card's ability, let me go through its ability first. So, Ritual Water at the beginning of your main phase, so after you charge and draw, you must immediately decide whether you want to pay 1 life and return this card from your drop zone back into your hand. So, what I always do is, let's say I have her on the field, or I'm gonna call her, I charge and draw. Alright, this card's in the drop zone, I pay 1 life, get a free +1 back to my hand, and then use her ability, discard this card, which is the Japanese Blade, to the drop zone, and then charge and draw, gain more pluses. This card is so good because you could use it every turn. You discard, it comes into your hand, then you use it, discard, then come back to your hand again, then use her ability, discard. Gives you keep replenishing your hand size for free and give you free gauge. This card is just a hidden gem, and honestly that one, yes, even though it does get destroyed at the end of the turn, but in this game, in this format right now, you don't last more than 3 turns, so the max you're gonna pay is 3 life. So I really like this card. And it's also good because when you're going to pay for a cost, it's free. You can call it from the drop zone and equip for free, unlike your other weapons which you might have to pay gauge. So yeah, this is a very good weapon in the deck. It's underrated, and I think many people just thought that this was a Japanese Blade. It is a Japanese Blade, it's confirmed, and it is the spirit beast of this. Right, so play 3. If you want guys play 4, I think you could, but I don't know. I'll just play 3 because I want to try to play more different blades so that I can fulfill the different blade conditions. So this is my favorite one, the 5 Heavenly Sword Onimaru. Equip cost 1. When you equip this card, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your card soul, into this card soul. At the end of the turn, if this card's rested, put 1 card from the soul into the drop zone. If you don't, destroy this card. So, is this card good? In the beginning, might not be so good because in the beginning of Buddyfight, games last actually quite long. But right now, Japanese Blades and many of the decks in the meta have has so much aggression that games usually last less than 3 turns. So this card is very, very good because 1 gauge for a 3 quick weapon with 6k is just good. And of course, when you send cards from the drop zone, you can also fill your drop zone for more Japanese blades, which is also a plus. And having cheap weapons is very important because if you're gonna use her, you definitely want to like maximum cost 1 gauge to equip a card, so you can do an extra attack. So 2 copies of Onimaru. Another tip, if you guys want to play hiding Oni, it's possible because you can actually steal on the soul to draw cards. Just so you know, I don't have hiding Onis only. Alright, so next up, Exquisite Sword, Crane Princess. So basically it's a Meowster's sword. You may only equip this card if you have a Blade Beast on your field. Equip cost, pay 1 gauge. If you have this card equipped, you may equip another Japanese blade other than this card onto your field. So it's really good because it allows you to dual wield in Katana World Blade Beast, which is, wow, this is like so good. So basically you could like equip this and equip this. You have a dual wielding weapon similar to Dungeon World Knights. So you can attack for 3 crits, attack 1 crit. And she has a 7k attack, so you can actually run through quite some big monsters. So yeah, dual wielding is really cool in Katana World. 1 copy of tacked in Elite Sword, the Dogigiri. So equip cost 1 gauge. When you have an Elite Sword or a 5 Heavenly Onimaru in the drop zone, it gains 1 crit and penetrate. So yeah, it's just there for extra name. And of course, this card will always be in the drop zone most of the time since I played 3. So it's basically a 1 gauge for a penetrate weapon, which is okay. Alright, let's go on to impacts. Impacts, I actually am testing some impacts and I find this really good, to be really good. Because this one impact equals to 7 damage potential, so fantastic. You may only cast this card if you have 5 or more different Blade Beasts in the drop zone. Cost is 3 gauge, stand all Japanese blades on your field, and you get another attack phase. So it's basically gonna be what? The new Chaos Impact, but we already have them. So this is the OG resending, having another battle phase impact. So what you do is, why this card is great, because let's imagine this. You have these, and these maybe. Okay, you attack for 2, then 2, 2, 6. Then you attack this, another 1, 7. Then when this card attacks, you can equip another weapon from the drop zone. 2, that's 9. Then you use this card, resend every single thing. Then you just repeat. When this card attacks one more time, you can just swap another attack. So you can imagine one card is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 card impact. 7 damage impact for a single impact is pretty good. So yeah, this is how you can OTK really easily with this deck. And it also comes with great balance because you have great defensive spells as well. So yeah, this is my Japanese Blade deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And be sure to add me on Facebook and subscribe to my channel. Peace out and love you guys. Rawr.